existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the LSU Tigers. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense will get first crack at it today. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we'll get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The LSU Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked at the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against them and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Duke. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They just keep firing. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
A loss of 7 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They kick it away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Deep breath, right, man. You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Off the RPO, complete. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, when you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw again. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Might be looking to run. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass pro.
The RPO, it's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Sam Houston. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Quick strike complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that is why this defense is so good. They get after the quarterback and get him on the ground. That's their 3rd on the day, and they're #1 in the country in sacks, and they have been a problem for every...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch on the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking for space, it's Carter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started.
Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Mississippi State going up-tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to run it. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same page.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Snagged out of the air. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Duke. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrying that.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On target. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Duke. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 83.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
Number 17. Set to kick it away.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They'll move the tight end. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Daniel. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniel. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
For wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Lawrence. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lawrence. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and they'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man quickly. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Got his man. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers want to move quickly. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got his man downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by just one over Sam Houston. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Levitt. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. And a sack all the way back at the 5. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw it. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown LSU! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Trying play action. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Kick is in the air. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion on the out. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. He is having a day, and there's still a ways to go, but pretty soon he might make a call on Kayshon Boutte's single-game receiving record.
Yeah, and if I'm him, I'm going to my QB and be like, listen, dog, I'm close. Feed me that rock. I want to go get the record. Nobody's guarding me. Nobody can stop me. Just get it to me, and I'll make the plays for you. And right now, listen, if I'm the LSU quarterback, I'm like, yeah, you keep doing that, I'll keep feeding you the rock.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Just keep slinging it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart. How fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Powers through the defender. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Carter. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
At the 21-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best...
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that. Flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Punts it out of the air. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Turns it on at midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.